Welcome. Well, more points dropped. Big up to Waniak. Big up to everybody. We're going to cipher this game. We're going to chop it up. We're going to chop this game up and see where we go from there. Oh yeah, my mic. Sorry about it. Yeah, big up Paul down there. I'm just getting my mic sorted. Big
back again. My mic should be better now. Big up to Paul down here as well. Big up to you, bro. Yeah, we're gonna talk about this game, man. We're gonna see what happens. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. The game was a wonder goal. It was a wonder goal. My mic is turned up, bro. My mic should be turned up. Is my mic good, guys? Can you hear my mic properly? Yeah, big up. Yeah, it was one of those games. We're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna bring in my co-cues, my partner in crime. This is for Paul Downey, Mr. Toto! Abba! Big up. Big up. How's it going, bro? He's gone. Big up to Toto Hammer. There you go. Oh, you had the laptop camera on.
Yeah. No, the laptop might, yeah.
I knew it. Anyway, big up to you, Toto Hammer, man. Big up to you, bro.
Big up.
Listen, at the end of the day, we have to find some positive from this game. At the end of the day, we should have won. But I've got to admit that goal, no goalie on earth is saying that he's saving that shot. So before we start talking about it, big up to the man, big up. There you go. Abba! Before we start ciphering it up and talking about it, we're just going to do our intro. And I'll see you in a bit, guys. 1 second, intro. Big up. There you go. We're back. The final whistle. Toto, before we start talking about this game, I'm a bit high on your laptop, I think. Before we start talking about this game, before we start getting into it, how you doing, bro?
Yeah, doing well.
Of
course. The holidays are coming to the Christmas holidays, and all that's coming to end. Everything's going back to normality. But of course, the videos still say the same, and I'm still glad to. My weeks overall been going well. Weekend's been going good. Day's been going all right. It's been chilled. But yeah, it's just
on the bottom of Toto Hammer.
Huh?
No, you keep it sports. Put that on there.
Oh yeah. But yeah, this is just a Liverpool game. It's just.
I can do it.
How am I doing? I'm doing well.
So, what did you think of the game?
Personally, I thought it was a poor performance, very, very up and down. Not from the defense. I thought the defense was all right. I thought we had a run in defense. Our back four did well. I haven't really got a problem with that. Don't have a problem. I do got his depth, but again, for this game, the back four was good. It was all right. But yeah, that midfield looked so weak today. I don't know what it was. All our attacks, all our offense going forward was all breaking down in the midfield. I don't know what it was. Mack was losing the ball. Grav was losing the ball. Jones was losing the ball from time to time. Wirtz was making dodgy passes from time to time. You know, it was just our back line's good. We can attack down the left-hand side. As soon as it goes into midfield, we lose it a lot, and that's when we Fulham go on the attack again. A lot of times that happened in this game. A lot of times. It was just a poor performance, man, from all fours. Not everyone. From our midfield. It's a poor performance from our midfield. Of course, Wirtz got his goal. Fair play. And from time to time, it was good. It was all right. But his overall performance was, I say it was average. I'll give him some sympathy. He got the goal, didn't he?
Yeah.
Szoboszlai, again, not his best performance. Jones, not his best performance. Gravenberch, not his best performance. And McAllister, he's getting poorer and poorer every game. I do not know what's going on with Maka. I do not know what's going on with Gravenberch. Jones and Wirtz, fair enough. Look, they didn't have their best game, but they've been two of our most consistent midfielders.
Yeah.
So I can give them a blight. But it's Maka and Gravenberch what I'm focusing on, because Gravenberch used to be the best DM in the league, arguably the best DM in the league.
Yeah.
Right? Maka used to be one of the best eights in the world. But now all of a sudden, of course, World Cup winner, by the way, with Argentina. Yeah. Now, all of a sudden, when it comes to this season, it's a big fall off. And it's not just like it's just one odd game. It's consistently every game that McAllister is not performing well and Grav ain't performing well. Grav, how many times did he lose the ball in midfield today? So many times he lost that ball in midfield. Maka, he barely gets touches of the ball anymore, and he was assigned to that 10 spot. And as a 10, you got to be willing to play in them tight areas. You got to be willing to contribute to attack. Play free. And Maka weren't doing that today. That's where we're losing out as well, because Wirtz was on the left. Maka was in the 10. Maka was supposed to play that 10 role, and he played poor in that 10 role. I just don't know what's going on with Maka and Gravenberch, man. Seriously. And another thing I want to point out as well.
Your mic's going up and down, bro. It's going like... Nah, what you're saying's clear, then it's going muffle. Talk again.
Hello?
Yeah, it's good now.
Yeah, so another thing I want to touch on to the game as well is that, especially on the right-hand side, there was no action on the right-hand side. There was Szoboszlai there who was playing inside forward. We never had no width on the right-hand side. We were too narrow. Again, the same problem that we had a few games ago. A few games back now. If you look back in the games, we played too narrow. We've said this on the channel before. We played so narrow on the right-hand side. We had someone on the right-hand side. He's an inside forward. He likes to play inside because his natural position is in midfield, but you're playing him on the right. Do you know what I mean? So maybe you play Sobo in the CDM, and then you could get better use out of him because he's in the midfield. Or you play as a flat three, I don't know. But play him in the midfield because that's where he's natural.
Total.
You got... I wanted to touch on as well. I still wanted to touch on this. Again, you got Frimpong on the bench. Why did he bench Frimpong? We had no width on that right hand side, and we're losing it every time we had him in midfield. So the most common sense is to stretch out the pitch and make the pitch as big as possible. And especially when you're playing against a defensive team, of course, Fulham scored and they were defending, and of course I praise them for it. I told them the same thing. If in that situation, you 1-0 down. Right, you know you can get a result. Defense first, right, and counter us, and that's what Fulham was doing for most of the game.
Yeah, facts, bro.
When you're playing against a tight defense, you gotta make use on the wing and put the ball in. Look what happened when Frimpong came on. As soon as Frimpong came on, there was crosses going in. there was width on the right-hand side because all our attacks were going down the left-hand side and we were losing it every time, but we were still going the left-hand side because there was no width on the right-hand side because Sabah went in the middle. Now, as soon as Frimpong went right and there was width, chance creation, intensity started hyping up, and we had attacks from both flanks of the pitch. So I don't. Why wasn't Frimpong on the pitch? Why wasn't Frimpong starting?
What's your saying, waffling?
If you want to start Sabo, right? If you want to start Sabo, okay, bench McAllister and put Sabazalai in CDM. Have CDM Sabazalai Grav, even though Grav has been poor. Let's face it, who else are you going to put there? You won't put Endo there. We never put Endo there because you don't trust him. So you can have Gravenberch, Sabazalai, and then have Verts in the 10, or whatever, and have Engemer on the left or Gakpo on the left. Kays and Strike.
I can't hear you properly. You keep going like when you talk, you're saying clear, then it's going Buffalo. Unplug your mic and plug it back in again. I understand, Toto, what you're saying. I totally agree. Put it back in now. I totally agree, Toto. I would have definitely started with Frimpong. That was a mistake. I agree with that because the last game he started, he got he's had 3 assists now this season. I think 3 assists, 2 back-to-back games. He's had 2 assists. So I'm surprised he didn't start Frimpong, but carry on. Can't hear. Can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Perfect.
Yeah. But that's all I wanted to say, man. Like, I thought the lineup was completely wrong. You had Sobo out of position. You have Verts. Of course, he can play on the left-hand side. Look, I don't mind Verts there as a whole, but Sobo was out of position. Sobo should have been in the 10, and you should have had Kays on the right. You got a right winger there. Or Frimpong on the right. Have Frimpong on the right, Sobo in the 10, and Verts on the left. Don't put Sobo on the left because that's his natural. His natural position is the 10 and the 8. And anywhere across the midfield, Sobo can play. And then you have Verts on the left and Frimpong on the right for that width. Then
I totally agree.
Centre forward if you want.
I totally agree. I was frustrated that Frimpong didn't start. That was the first. When he had Conor Bradley right back. In our last game, we had Conor Bradley right back, and he had Frimpong right wing, and it worked. It worked because Frimpong looked lively. He always gives the fullbacks nightmares with his lightning speed, and he should have started. He should have been our right winger, Conor Bradley right back. Our midfield should have consisted of Verts, Szoboszlai, and Curtis Jones. That would have been my midfield. You know, them 3. That would have been my midfield that I would have started with, but he didn't do it. He keeps playing McAllister, who's not in form. He hasn't been in form all season. It looks like his legs have dropped off. I'm not sure if that's because of fitness-wise or I don't know, but he doesn't look like the same player as last season. Mac 10. And that's the way he's. Curtis Jones has been a lot better than him this season. Curtis Jones is he's been one of the most outstanding players of this season for Liverpool. Curtis Jones and Dominic Szoboszlai. Verts, he should have kept Verts on. He should have never took Verts off. What he should have done is, when you brought on Frimpong, what you should have done is, you bring on Frimpong, you slot Szoboszlai back in the midfield, take off Mac 10, and that's what you should have done. But you never. He took off Verts, one of our most creative players in the team. He took off Verts and brought on Frimpong. I don't know why he kept Mac 10, and why did it warrant McAllister to stay on the football pitch over Verts? I thought Verts was playing better than him, by the way. He got the goal. He was looking lively. He was looking consistent going forward. Why did you just keep Verts on? Unless the only thing I can think of is unless it's like some injury thing. Because I heard that the last game, the reason why he was on the sub bench is because he was his hamstring. He wasn't feeling his hamstring that good, so he didn't give him full training, and he only gave him one half. But this game, he looked good. So I would have kept Verts on, and I would have took off Mac 10, brought on Frimpong, and slot Szoboszlai right back into that midfield. That's what he should have done. That's what he should have done, but he doesn't. It frustrates me when I see Wirtz not playing in his native position. I know we can play that. I know we can play wing because he's done it before for Germany. He's done it for Bayer Leverkusen, yeah. But he's not. But his best position is the 10. That's his best position in the middle of the football pitch. Not on the left, not on the right, in the middle. That's where he belongs. And it just frustrates me when I don't see him play there, right? So, for me, overall, you can blame Slot, especially with the substitutes. But again, I'm going to listen to what Paul Downey said. Why is he not playing Rio? Why couldn't you give Rio at least one half, and see what happens? Because I think Rio would have come on and done something about it, you know. With Gatbo, don't get me wrong, I like Gatbo and all that, yeah, he can get you a goal, yeah. But he should have started with him on the left. He should have. Or if not the full game, the second half, just give him a run of games. Give him some sort of run of games. I know what he's going to do. He's going to play him in the FA Cup. Probably give him 10 minutes. Is it any point of Chiesa being on the football team? I wouldn't be surprised if Chiesa goes in January, to be fair, you know. And you can't blame him, can you? You can't blame him. Chiesa comes on, always the last 10 minutes. He's not going to do nothing in 10 minutes, you know. So overall, I think in the first half, we didn't look good in the first half. We looked boring. Again, conceding another goal. And we just look boring. We're just passing the ball from side to side, side to side. There's no urgency. There's no energy going forward. We're just sitting back and letting it happen. Perfect example, that goal at the end. Why weren't no one closing that man down? Why was all our football players, yeah? Well, was all our football players sitting back in a penalty box, waiting for a ball to be launched over? Why? Why did that man have so much space on the ball? This guy hasn't scored. The last time he scored is when Jurgen Klopp was there. When Jurgen Klopp was at our football team, that's the last time he scored. That's how long this guy... They use him at special occasions. That's what they say on the news. They use this guy for special occasions. Yeah, it was a special occasion, all right. He came on, and that guy must have thought, whoa, this is a training session. He got the ball. Nobody closing him down. The only guy what would have closed him down and subbed him off was Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones would have closed him down because Curtis Jones is that kind of player. Curtis Jones would have ran at him and tried and close him down, but nobody was closing him down. I just don't understand. I don't understand this mentality that Liverpool's got at the moment is when we're winning by one goal or we're drawing, we sit back. Where's the high line? Where's the going forward and pressing teams? He says he can't break that. You know the way you break that. You know the way you break down the low block. You press them forward. You hit the balls forward. You make something happen. You don't sit back and pass from side to side to side to side. That is not going to break down the low block. You have to run at the low block, throw balls over the midfield, over the defenders. You're going to hit balls over the centre backs to make something happen, to make them run, to make them come out of position. They got their shape. The way you break the shape is you throw balls over the defenders or over the midfield, make them run, make them come out of their comfort zone. That's what you do. But we're not doing that. We're just getting the ball, passing from side to side. There's no urgency in our play, man. There's no urgency, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Big up, bro.
I want to say that last attack then was just, we were sitting too deep. And again, I want to go back to your point you just said about the low block. It's very, very simple. Your pushers one and your defenders one. That's a very, very simple thing. That's very, very effective.
Yeah.
You go forward, everyone else goes forward. That's how you play a team that's really, really sitting deep. Right? Yeah. And we've got a problem with that. You got no courage in midfield. Like Maka, I saw Maka in midfield not willing to show for the ball. Gravenberch in midfield not willing to show for the ball. The only one that was showing for the ball was Jones and Wirtz. But the way a team works, you need to work together as one. That's basically what it is. You defend as one and you attack as one. You move forward as one and you defend as one. In the shape and you move forward in whatever you want to do, right? But you got to do it as a team. There's some individuals out there who are not doing it. They haven't got the courage to. When we got the ball with our centre backs, where's the midfielders calling for the ball? Where's the courage? Where's the confidence to take that ball on their half turn and drive it forward? But even though sometimes Wirtz and Jones, we're talking about Wirtz at the moment, sometimes Wirtz is on the ball, he beat his man, and then he just wastes a pass to the winger when he had all that space in front of him. Another thing in football, take the space what's in front of you, play where there's space. And some of the players weren't doing that, or just forcing balls. And I don't really get, when you have centre-backs and you only have one person to pick up the ball. Again, back to this again.
That's what I'm saying about the low block. When you break down low block, you run at the midfield and the defenders, and you hit balls over the midfield. You get what I'm saying? Because when you've got a defensive structure, and they've got their shape, they're just going to sit there in it and sit back and soak the pressure up. The way you do that, you hit balls over the defenders. You let your fullbacks run forward, make them come out of their shape, and that's the way you break down the low blocks. That's what I'm trying to say. You get me? But we don't do that. Perfect example, Pep Guardiola does that. When he comes across the low block, what does he do? Even though he just drew, by the way, and he's blowing the league. 6 points clear now, by the way, Arsenal. They blew that, didn't they?
Is it Stroud?
Yeah, they drew. Chelsea scored in the last minute.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, that's the way you break down the low blocks. Anybody who knows in that room, knows in that chat room, knows about football, that's the way you break down the low blocks. You have to get your fullbacks running forward, and you've got to get your defenders or your midfield hitting the balls over their defense.
1-2s here and there,
Like, over their defense, they come out of their shapes. You don't do the free balls, that you're going to hit the balls over them. And what will happen then, the centre-backs and that, they will come out of shape and try and chase the ball, and that's how you get at them. But what we're doing little pass. They get the ball, I don't want it, boom, I don't want it, boom, I don't want it, boom, I don't want it. That's what it is. And they're just doing random balls, like passes that are not going to go nowhere, like Saba slides today. We're just hitting random balls, crosses, nobody there. But it is what it is, look. It's Liverpool in 2026. That's just the way it is. People can say what they want. They can say slut out. They can say all this. They can say what they want. It's still not going to change the fact that they're not. He's still going to be here by the end of the season. That's it. It's wasted energy coming out and saying this and that. It's pointless. They're not going to get rid of him. And it's just the way it is. And you got to look at it as well. Ekitike injured. That's great, isn't it? Yeah. So we definitely need a striker now. We need a striker. We need a winger. We need a number 9, and we need a winger. So we've got our 2 top strikers both out.
Look, the thing is,
we're not allowed to complain now, are we?
I know. Look, the thing is, I want to touch on as well the last part of the game where I forgot his name. Harry's name is the one who scored. Absolute bout of a wonder of a goal. Big up. Yeah, that was an absolutely amazing goal. But what I don't get is that is just our season in a nutshell. Why are we relying on offsides? Why are we relying on half missed chances? Why are we relying on that? We should be controlling games with the players we've got. We should be, But there's some individuals that are playing poor, like Grav playing poor, Maka playing poor. Play Sabo and Endo. Try something new, but will he go with Endo? No, he'll go on what he knows, and he won't. He won't bench. He won't bench Grav either. He won't bench Grav. Maka, I don't know how he still gets in the team.
Nor do I.
Don't get it. There's some individuals there that just don't deserve to play at the moment. They're not playing well. There's no courage. There's no resilience. There's no urgency. There's nothing like that. It's just slow, boring football. It's just constantly safe passes. Look, I like safe passes. I don't mind safe passes. But sometimes when you see space in front of you, you have to take it, man. You have to show something. You got to show some movement.
No generals, man. There's no generals. That's what it is.
Exactly. I'm telling you now, if it weren't for Virgil and Ibu, especially Virgil, I don't know where we'll be this season. Because there's many times in that game that Virgil, especially that clearance at the end, that clearance is absolutely top notch. I think around the 25th minute is where I remember Fulham had a set piece. Virgil did 2 key clearances outside the box, sweep the ball away, clearing the danger, winning the headers in the set pieces. That was all Virgil. Plus, Ibra got to give Ibra credit as well. He did 1 dodgy pass, yeah, but his overall performance was good. And it's like, when we build up, it all breaks down in midfield. Everything breaks down in midfield. And we play way too narrow. Where's the width gone, man? The width is only there when Frimpong's there. We haven't got proper wingers. This is the problem. And when you got Wirtz and Sabo playing well, it's pretty hard to bench one another. But again, you could easily do this. You could easily do this. You can have Grav. You can have Sabo as 2 6s.
Yeah.
Have Wirtz in the 10. Have Engamo on the left because he's the proper winger that provides width. And Frimpong on the right is the proper winger that provides width. And have Gakpo centre forward if you want to. I don't really mind that. We need width. We're too narrow in my book. Because, especially against a low block, they will purposely play narrow. Because that's their point. They don't want to have any through balls going in. They want to make it hard as possible, make it tight as possible. All right, go down the wings then.
Yeah, but when they play the low block, yeah, I know what you're saying, and you correct everything you just said. But when they play low block, which is, let's face it, 70%, we can't break it down because what we're doing, we're just playing pass side to side. When there's no urgency to come forward, let the fullbacks run forward and hit the balls over the midfield and the centre backs. That's how you create chaos and make something, break them out of the shape. You get me, Toto? You got to break them out of the shape. Because if you don't break them out of the shape, they'll just sit there and go, oh, well, fine, we'll just get the ball out. But we're just passing it so little. We're playing tick-attacker football against a low block. That's what we're doing.
Bad.
And it ain't working.
Bad. It's bad. It's bad football. But anyway, guys, we've got 7 people in here.
This is bad football. How about this one? This is bad football. Make this one up.
Yeah.
This one up. I'm going to bring up on the screen now.
But before we get into it, guys, we've got 7 people in here. We've got 6 likes. Thank you for liking. And of course, with 7 people in here, feel free to get involved in the chat, man.
I'm not going to press it because I'm not going to get run over.
Yeah. Don't be shy to come in. 8 people in here. Don't be shy to come in. Get your thoughts in. Even if you're a Liverpool hater, everyone's welcome.
This is what I want to know, yeah. This is what I want to know, right?
Yeah, I know.
See, do you understand where I come from now?
How? I don't know. They've just took the corner. And usually when I take the corner, you push up a little bit, don't you? But they're just sitting deep in the box.
Oh my gosh. This is a nightmare. This is a nightmare. This is a nightmare. A nightmare. Right. Look at that, yeah. This guy, this goon, I'm gonna call him the goon. Yeah. This goon is taking this shot, and this guy must be thinking, you know what? Nobody's closing me down, you know. Nobody's closing me down. This is like a training session. Any professional footballer, right? He's got a good right foot on him, yeah. With all that gap, because obviously there's a good chance you're gonna score in it. There's a good chance you're gonna score. You got Virgil. Who is Virgil marking? Who is Virgil marking? No one. No one. Virgil should at least been here at this line. Can you see the cursor?
No, the cursor's not there. But
oh, we're not showing the cursor. Anyway, this line,
outside the box.
Yeah, that's where Virgil should be. So he's got my man. What are these two doing? What are these two doing? Our centre backs. What are they doing? Well, he's looking at Virgil's hair and saying, "Oh, you know what? I like your hair, you know, Virgil. I might go down the barbers tomorrow and try and get my hair slicked back, wax back, and grease and that." Yeah. What's he doing? What is it? What are they doing? These two, I get it. These two, I get it. These two, I get it. These two, I kind of get it. Frimpong, because he was just like coming over to this side. He's trying his best to come over. But Virgil and Kanate should be here to close this guy down. But they're not doing it, are they? He's got free run. What is it with this philosophy that the manager's implemented? I don't know if it's the manager or whatever they're doing on the football pitch, where when it's like 2-1 or 1-1, we sit back and we let the team come on us. Why? I don't understand why this is happening. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. And the goal, by the way, he scored, yeah? The goal he scored, I'm going to tell you now, yeah? No keeper in the world is saving that. No one. That is what you call a wonder goal. See this geek, yeah, this goon, the one who scored the goal, he would never score a goal like that. Not even close in his entire career. Not even on FIFA. Right? Never going to happen. That goal that he scored was unbeatable. Unbeatable. And that's it. Nothing Alisson could have done. That ball, right? It just swerved in, man. You get me? It just swerved. You get me? Like the wind. There's no one would save it that bad. I saw Alisson and there's nothing he could do, man. There's nothing he could have done. On Toto. Yeah, big up, man.
Big up to Razza in the chat.
Yeah, big up to Razza, man. Big up.
People need to stop blaming K. Yeah, I do agree with you.
Oh, no?
I do agree with you. It's not Kieza's fault. It's the whole team.
Kieza's fault.
It's the whole team's defensive line.
Why cut the two centre backs come on this line?
And plus, we've just took the corner, right, and no one's pushing up.
Why are Virgil Canate not here on this line here, or at least one of them?
Yeah.
Sorry,
your mic's going a bit dodgy.
Yeah, he ran. Let me just take up this grid. I'll say where the run started. Carry on, Toto.
Yeah. But that was just poor corner defense. Poor corner. And we need to stop blaming Chiesa for the equaliser. I completely agree with you, Razza. Big up for joining. But yeah, cheap goal. It's like with the first goal as well. The two goals we conceded. That goal was just, it wasn't a cheap goal. It was a wonder goal, but still we could have done our best to try and stop it. We just sat there in the box and let it go in. Ball watching. Worst thing you should do is ball watch. And that first goal as well by Fulham, it was just poor defending from Ibu. And I thought it was just a miscommunication.
There's Joey G there, yeah. So Joey G is making that move over there to do something there. Virgil should at least come a little bit for. Why is Canate there with him? He's covered.
Yeah.
What he should have done is, Virgil should have tried and come over a little bit, or even run. And maybe, just say he's not going to make the line in it, but at least come over halfway as a deterrent. There's no deterrent. The ball come over and the guy goes, there's nobody closing me there. You know what? I'm going to take my time and I'm going to boom. That's it. But if Virgil runs up, I'm not saying Virgil's going to catch him, I don't think Virgil would have caught up there. He's a bit far away, but at least he could have ran up there and as a deterrent, just to put him off a little bit, to say, you only can go, let him think a little bit, innit? Let him think. And Ibu Canate. I'll just go a bit more forward so I can play it. Go on, Toto.
Yeah. It was a poor mistake from our defence. Of course, we know it was a good goal, but still, that was just lazy defending. And I don't know what we were thinking sitting that deep from a corner. Of course, in the corner, you sit deep anyway, naturally. But that corner's been taken ages ago. You should have been pushing up already, pushing up your line. But yeah, it was just poor from our side.
There's no one saving that goal.
Yeah, there is no one.
No goalkeeper on earth is saving that goal.
Yeah.
No way. Look at that. No chance. Right in the top corner, and it swerved over there as well. It swerved. He just got lucky. The ball came to him. But you know what it boils down to, where we made a mistake? And I'm not going to put all the blame on Virgil. He's partly to blame, partly, a little bit. But you know what it was? The whole team sitting back. We should have pushed more forward to not give him that space with the ball. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what should have happened, in my opinion. That's what's in my opinion.
Yeah,
I want to left. Yeah, I agree. I don't know who's blaming Chiesa. I'm not blaming Chiesa at all.
No, we just respond to that. People online are blaming Chiesa.
Oh God. Let them blame Chiesa, man. God.
Yeah. I mean, that's more points last, isn't it? More points last. Nothing really we can say, really. Let's move on to the next one. That's all we can do. There's no point of moaning about. Of course, we can say our opinions on it. There's no point of moaning about it from day to day. We lost, and that's it. And what really, really, really frustrated me in this game is that the final third was so poor. Again, the final third, we can't finish. Plays, we won't shoot at times. And remember one time Curtis Jones Curtis Jones in the box. I think it was. It was a good link-up play from Wirtz and Dominic, and then Wirtz played it through to Jones. And then Jones tried a flick, but it didn't work, and I thought Jones should have done better than that, for sure. But yeah, we had our chances again. We had our shots, we had our moments, and we didn't take advantage of it, you know? I thought when Frimpong came on, we created a lot more. He should have started from the beginning. Of course, as soon as you come on, he got an assist. 3 assists in a row now in his games. I don't know, man. I seriously don't know what's going on with Liverpool at the moment. He's either playing players that position, you benching players supposed to be starting. You're not starting the right players. You're starting the same old players. Maka and Grav still in the team. Of course, if you're going to keep Grav on, fair enough. Put Sobo in the 6, and then put Wirtz in the 10, and then put Engamo and Chiesa both sides. 2 proper wingers there. But again, he won't do that. Or put Frimpong in Engamoa. Seriously, man. Look, we've got Barnsley next. And we've got not next. We've got Barnsley in 2 weeks. Right? So you might see Engamo get some playtime there. For sure. And we want to see Engamo play more. We want to see Frimpong play starter. I think Frimpong just certifies his starter. I want to see Engamo play a bit more on the left. I want to see Wirtz in the middle. I want to see Maka benched. I want to. If you want to have Gakpo centre forward, go ahead because we've got no strikers. So I just don't look. Our back four's good. It's just a midfield that's really, really weak. Our 2 CDMs are very, very weak. Grav and Mac. They're the 2 weak ones. They're the 2 weak links. And especially in a 4-2-3-1, your 2 CDMs is there to provide defensive cover for any through balls that go or any counter attacks. They're always there as them CDMs. I'm holding CDMs. But again, they're not there. They're both having poor performances at the moment, but still playing games. You know, and we're always going to have this problem with that. Has Slat actually got his right lineup yet?
Or does he know his lineup?
Exactly, because why would you bench Frimpong? Why would you play Wirtz out of position? Of course, he can play on the left, but his more natural position is middle. You're still playing Grav and McAllister when they're both playing crap. Okay, you keep Grav on because maybe you got favoritism for Gravenberch. I don't know, right? But at least play someone different alongside Gravenberch. Because I got to admit, Gravenberch has been the better midfielder than McAllister. Even though they've been both playing poor, Gravenberch has been the better midfielder. Okay, bench Mac then and put someone else there, or put Sobo there in the 6 because he can defend, he can track back, you know. So we just got to try something. We've got to try something. Play Engamo more because remember last game, Engamo was put on 5 minutes towards the end. He did so much impact than most people did in 90.
Wow.
So, but he still won't go with him. The guy just got given a senior professional contract. He was maybe expecting to get games. He's not even getting played a minute. You know, and I think even getting played 5 minutes is disrespect to Engamoa. Because you know what he can offer to the team. And even though games ago we only had one winger option, one left wing option, he still wasn't having it with Engamoa. He still wasn't having it. He still kept him on the bench.
Oh, no.
You need wingers. We haven't got proper wingers. Wirtz, not a proper winger. Szoboszlai, not a proper winger. I'm sorry. If you're going to have wingers, you need wingers that provides width, like Frimpong and Engamoa, or Frimpong and Chiesa, that provide width to the pitch. But when you have when you got 2 midfield-minded players in winger, they're not going to perform as well. Slight is too stubborn to change the team, and the tactics every game is the same. Yeah, I tend to agree with you with the team part as well. It's the team, the same stuff. Not going to bench Grav, not going to bench Maka. He's not going to start with 2 proper wingers. He's going to keep with what he knows. And yeah, that's it really. And we said this on the channel ages ago that even last season, that we don't want Slot to be a stubborn manager. We said this before.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
We don't want Slot to be a stubborn manager.
When you got a stubborn manager, that's a no-go. Not good.
Yeah.
You have to be able to adapt. You have to be able to adapt, and that's just the way it is. Yeah, man. So, yeah. Where's the chat room? Next one. He says, we need signings, but a manager before that. I think we need new signings, bro.
Yeah.
I think we need before Ekitike got injured, I was looking at a winger and a centre back. I think we need a striker now because we've got our two main strikers out with injuries, and we can't have Gakpo as that striker going forward. It's not going to be good enough. Not going to be good enough. Because what will happen is we put Gakpo. If we could put Gakpo in the striker, who's going to go on the wing? Who's going to be left wing?
Yeah.
You get me? He's not going to play Ngamoa. Let's establish that. If he's going to play Ngamoa, he would have played him today. If he does play Ngamoa, it's going to be in a cup game.
Yeah,
not going to play him in the Prem League. He's not going to play him in the Champions League. He's just not going to do it. So that goes back to the point. Why did we, when we signed him, which I'm glad we signed him, what we should have done is just put him on loan. If this is what he was going to do, you should have just put him on loan. What has Ngamoa not proved to Slot that he can't even start a game or two? Do you remember the Newcastle game when he came on? There you go. Proved his point. Bring it in pre-season. But even though he was good in pre-season, I think that's the reason why we didn't buy a winger to replace Diaz, because he was so good in pre-season. And I think when the window closed, I realised maybe we should have brought a winger. You know, and about probably a few weeks after, they realised then, you know what, we should have replaced Diaz, which they never. So all you got left now is Ngamoa. He's never going to put his faith in Chiesa. I wish he could, because I think Chiesa is a brilliant player. He's never going to put all his eggs in one. He's never going to put his back in behind Chiesa. It's not going to happen. I think Chiesa will leave in January, and I don't blame him. Actually, I want him to, because for his mental health, because he's not playing enough games, and a guy at that level, he's only a few years left in football before he starts dipping in it. You know, because he's getting a bit older now. I think he's round about 28, 29.
Yeah.
So he needs to be playing regular football, and he's not going to do that with Liverpool. I wish he could play it with Liverpool, but he's not. Slot is not going to play him regular football at Liverpool. And it's a shame, because Chiesa is a baller. He's proved himself. The crowd like him. The team like him. But unfortunately, Slot don't like him. So I think he's going to probably go in January. Maybe.
And he's a proper winger as well. He's
a proper winger. And he can play that 9. He can play the striker. But for me, I'm looking at this situation because I think when Chiesa came on, Chiesa was giving I think Slot gave him directions. He gave him to speak to Gakpo. I think he moved Gakpo on back onto the wing, and then Chiesa was playing that 9, and you know, towards the end.
Yeah.
But again, it weren't enough time. He brought him on too late. And it's a shame. What's going on at Liverpool? We don't look strong enough. We don't look. There's no urgency with our play. We're all over the place. We look like a bunch of losers at the moment. That's what we look like. We were playing like a Sunday team. It seems like when we play football, what we're doing is we're just turning up and hoping for the best. There's no tactics. We're just turning up and say, right, Virgil saying, you go there, you go there, you go there. That's it. I think that's the actual tactics between the team before they go out. I actually think they sit in the dressing room before they come out. Slot walks in and says to Virgil, go and do your team talk. Virgil says, right, I want you on the left, I want you on the right, I want you at the centre, I want you on the back. That's it. Because when they come out, there's no team coherence, there's no chemistry, there's nothing. Oh, they're playing like a Sunday league team, side to side, side to side, side to side. That's it. I can hear a lot of shouting on the football pitch from the Liverpool players, but there's no product, there's nothing. So I think what we need to do is, and I think when the window's open now, I think we need to just start looking at new players to come in. We need a winger that can play both sides. I would have liked Semenyo. He's not coming, so Barcola maybe if we can. So Barcola, we definitely need two wingers, one to replace Diaz, but we need one now to go on Salah's side and rotate on the left and the right. And when the summer comes, we can buy our second winger that we should have got. So I reckon by the summer we'll get a winger, and I think in January we're going to get a winger as well. So I think we need to bring in a winger and we need a striker because Isak's out for the season. And when Ekitike does come back, you can't expect Ekitike to play every single week in and week out 90 minutes. It's just not. He's not going to do it. He's not strong enough at the moment. He's only young. He's coming to the Premier League. He's come from a league nowhere near as good as the Premier League. So he's coming to Liverpool. You can't expect him to play week in and week out. So we need at least a temporary striker to come in. Maybe get someone on loan. Maybe someone that can come on loan and do a job just to the end of the season, just to stop the bleeding. We need someone to come in and stop the bleeding. I want to see more exciting football out of my football team. Haven't saw the excitement for a long time. And it kind of depresses me sometimes when I watch Liverpool. I watch Liverpool and then at the end of the game, I'm just sitting there and I'm thinking, what did I just watch there? Just a crap show, man. It's a crap show.
Yeah.
And when we are winning, we're only winning by a little bit. We're just winning you get me? I don't care about all this slut out crap. I'm not interested in all that because you can run your mouth as much as you want, and say slut out and all this crap, It's not going to happen. That guy's going to be there to the end of the season. So you're just wasting your breath. So what I'm at the moment, the way I'm looking at it is slut, fix it. Fix it to the end of the season, you get me? Fix it and let's start playing good football again.
The thing is, with that, is he going to change? Is he going to change? Is he going to change his lineup?
Some crap. I'm not interested.
Is he going to change his lineup though?
We need new players in to change the lineup because I don't think we got many subs left in. Our team is live, bro. How many injuries you got, man? Everyone's got. Oh yeah, we're gonna look to the bench. What bench? We ain't got a bench, bro. We got a bench here consists of two teenagers, which you're never gonna play. Yeah,
he's never gonna play.
You got a player that he hates in Chiesa. Can't stand his guts. Chiesa must have chirped up to his girl, He must have chirped up his girl. He must have looked at his girl in the wrong way. For some reason, he's got some agenda against Chiesa. You just don't like the guy. You just don't like him, right? And then you got Fingy coming on, Joey G. How long is he gonna last before he gets injured again? How long is he gonna last? So we're just moving, man. We're in a bad place. We're in a bad place. There's no point of doing the blame game. Oh, this out, I want him out, There's no point of doing that because that's not going to fix the problem. What's going to fix the problem is we're bringing players. Yeah, we need a striker. Just get someone on loan that can come on and do the job. You get me? Someone can come on and do the job because Isak, you're not going to see Isak this season. It's done for him. It's over. So people, Isak will be back in. He's going to be back in February, March. How is he going to be back in February, March? He's stacked a bone, man. Come on. And then he's going to come back and then he's going to get fit again.
Yeah, he's going to be back around April time. Yeah,
he's over. You're not going to see him. Not the good Isak. So we need someone to come in and do a job. Because now we got Ekitike out as well. So we definitely need to bring a striker to come and do a job. We need a winger to come in to rotate on Salah's side. It could go on the right, could go on the left. And again, in the summer, we're going to buy our second winger. Because we need two wingers, but we're not going to buy two wingers now. We're going to buy one now and one in the summer. I would just go all out and try and get Barcola. I'll go all out.
Need a winger.
We need a winger. Go out and go. People say, he can't fit. Listen, he'll cook at Liverpool. He'll cook.
I just want creativity on the right. I just want width on the wings because you won't use Chiesa. You won't use Engamoa. So effectively, we need a starting winger, a proper winger that provides width to the pitch. When you see Barcola play, width. When you see proper wingers play, they always use the flanks. They always whip to the flanks. But when you have Verts and Sabo on the two flanks, they won't use them because they're naturally midfielders. They will naturally drift over to the inside. I believe wingers should be wingers, midfielders should be midfielders, 10 should be 10s. Play wingers as wingers, not midfielders as wingers. Do you know? But look, we've got 8 people in here. Don't be afraid to have a chat and don't be afraid to hit the like button. It's free. 10 people. Now I've got 10 people in here now.
We got to the chat, man.
Make sure to hit the likes, get involved in the chat if you want to, and feel free to share if you want to. We want to get into player ratings.
Yeah, I'm just getting it ready. I'll let you do the smash at the moment. I'll do this.
Yeah. So we're now on the road to 13k subscribers. We're currently at 12.7k subscribers.
I can imagine it's gonna do something. You keep talking.
But yeah, if you want to help us reach that goal, you just want to have a chat, feel free to chat and feel free to hit the subscribe and like button. It really pushes the video out there, man. But big up people for joining in and watching tonight and taking time out of your day to watch us. Basically what it is, isn't it? And we appreciate it. And big up for people to get involved in the chat as well. But yeah, Liverpool needs to fix up right now. We need to fix up, of course. We're still undefeated. Still, our run is still undefeated, but again, the performance is not good enough. It's just not good enough. And I thought we were going to get a good result yesterday, and we was just there, about to get a good result, and then it's just defensive mistakes, stupid defensive, like the first one, stupid defensive mistake, miscommunication. The winner, not the winner, the equaliser for Fulham, stupid defensive mistakes, not pushing forward after a corner, and maybe they expected him to cross it back in. That's why they sit deep. But still, you gotta have. Oh man, seriously, man, it's another draw, more points lost where we should have got 3 points. Fulham had 7 of their key players injured, out. 4 of them due to Africa Cup of Nations. The centre-back suffered I think it was a hamstring injury. And their main striker, Rodrigo Muniz, also was injured. But we still couldn't win. One of the key players, Iwobi, was out. All 7 of their key players was out. And we still never got 3 points. We still look like we struggled to create a half-cut chance. Games like this you should be winning. These small little games, again, it's not small little games anymore. These are big games. Every single one of these are big games for us now. It's a must win. And we put that on ourselves after how many games we lost. Look, I'm glad to still be in 4th, man. I'm glad. Right? I'll take top 4, an FA Cup, maybe a Champions League, and that's it for me. But mate, look, we do better in the Champions League. We do better, but again, after that last performance of PSV in the Champions League, I don't know. I seriously don't know. We got hammered by PSV in the Champions League. Are we going to get through in the Champions League? Maybe the FA Cup's our only hope. Maybe the domestic Cup's our only hope. But again, that won't be good enough. After how many money we spent on players to only come home with an FA Cup, it's just not good enough. Again, I won't mind it, but it's not good enough. Seriously, not good enough. And what is it with us? We can't retain a league. I don't know what it is. We can't retain a league.
I know.
And
right, let's go on to this. We're gonna get this sorted in a minute. I've got to get the thing going.
Yeah! Fire!
So what we're gonna do? Yeah, big up. Already joining on TikTok, man. It's crazy. TikTok's going crazy these days. So it's the final whistle. Liverpool drew again. Chiesa might as well leave, and it's a shame. But Chiesa is a baller. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna ring this bell, and then we're gonna get it going. So let's get the bell ringing.
Welcome to the Premier League, son. Oh, yes!
Player rating. Boom. Let's do this. There you go. Let's do this. I know Toto is one of them, bro. I get it, man. I get it. I get the frustration, and it's coming regular now, and that's what it is. It's coming regular. We're gonna go on to this side, and it's like it tests your mental health, man. You get me? It tests your mental health. Believe that.
Get involved in the player ratings, everyone. Get involved in player
Get
ratings.
involved in the player ratings, guys. This is what we do. There we go. We can sit at the bottom. Oi. And it's not a guarantee, yeah? I'm gonna move these names away. It's not a guarantee that we're gonna finish in the top 5. It's not a guarantee. Not the way we're playing. You know, we could drop out of the top 5.
If we play Thursday nights again, I absolutely despise playing on Thursday nights. Absolutely despise it. Never liked it.
It reminds you of the old days, isn't it?
I don't want to be in Europa League. I just don't want to be in Europa League. Simple. I just want to. I'm not going to get to there, man. Seriously, I don't want to be in Europa League. That's the last. That's tournament I want to be in. I'd rather sack the Europa League. That's it. Really. I don't want to be in Europa League. Again, it's still a European trophy, don't get me wrong. Still a European trophy, but it's not a Champions League, is it?
I know. Look,
and that'll just be a failure of a season.
Ultimate failure. Ultimate failure.
Yeah.
Ultimate failure. Ultimate failure. But look, we can't be looking that way. We need to be positive now. We have to look forward. I know it's easy for us to say, "Oh, positive." It's all right being positive, but I have to get the chat room up so we can see the chat room. Glitching, man. So everything should be good. All right, the chat room is good. Yeah, big up to the TikTokers as well. Remember, this is on iTunes as well. The podcast is called Keep It Sports. And yeah, that's what it's called, the Keep It Sports podcast. Glitching out again, but it should be fine in a minute. It should be all right. So, Toto, what are you saying, man?
Alisson. Again, 2 goals went past his net. And the second one was a wonder goal. The first one, defensive mistake. Again, he beat Alisson, didn't he? It's not hard. It's not easy to beat Alisson from that angle and have Wilson did it.
That was not his fault, that goal. What was going on with Alisson, man? He was slipping up today, man. My man looked like he was slipping on something.
I'm gonna go 4. Bad.
Okay. I think that's the first time we gave Alisson a 4. So for me, look, he had little to do between the goals, in my opinion, today. That goal at the end wasn't his fault. Like I said, that would have beat any world-class keeper, any keeper on this planet. I couldn't name a keeper on this planet, past or present, would have saved that. I think I'm probably going to give him a 5. Probably give him a 5, but if you want to give him a 4, I'm good with that, bro. I'm not going to argue with him.
Yeah.
So I'll give him that. I'll just get the thing on the line.
Yeah, I'll give it 4 for Alisson.
Yeah. So there you go. Alisson 4. So the next one is Conor Bradley Lake. You can Conor.
I thought he had a decent game.
Yeah.
Got himself an assist. Was pretty active on the right hand side.
Conor Bradley, Mr. Bradley.
I'll go with 7.5 for Bradley.
Yeah, man, he was making a lot of runs going forward down the right whenever he had an opportunity, getting involved in the game, sprinting. He had like a sense of the adventure everywhere, leading to Vert's equaliser. When Vert's got his goal, that was down to Conor Bradley, the assist. So yeah, man, what did you go? I'm gonna give him a 7.
Yeah, I said 7.5, but yeah, we can go 7.
Yeah. Yeah, give him 7.5. He was really good. Let's go to the next one. Konate.
I said decent performance. I'll say 6 for Ibu. I thought he didn't do that bad, to be fair. I thought he cleared the ball well at times. But that first goal was just a big defensive mistake from him. He should have done better. Should have done way better there. So I'm gonna go with 6.5. 6.5 for Ibu.
Yeah. Konate. I don't know. He was all right. He had the I think he looked. Yeah, he made one mistake, but kind of led to the goal. But not like led to it. He kind of contributed. But overall, I thought he had a decent. He was all right. I'll give him a 6. What are you saying?
Yeah, I say that.
Go ahead, Virgil.
Virgil, I thought had a decent performance. I say 6.5 for Virgil. I thought. No, I was going to say 7 for Virgil. I thought he had a good performance. I thought he made some key clearances, especially from Fulham set pieces. He won all the headers, got all the clearances. Fulham free kicks. He did 2 key clearances. Some of the free kicks. So I'm going with 7 for Virgil.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought our back line was overall good, to be honest, but he's just a midfield where it all went. It just all broke down really in midfield.
Yeah. Hold on one second. These things are slow on my end.
It's fine from my end.
No, it's just my interface.
Oh.
So what was you talking about now? Who now? Virgil.
Yeah, I'm going with 7.
All right, Virgil 7. Yeah. He kept Wilson on side for the opening goal. He did. But could have hardly blamed he couldn't really blame him really, but he did keep him on side.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
I don't blame him. I'm not saying he's partly to blame for that. What happened with that goal at the end. But I think he still could have came a little bit more forward. But again, that's direction from the manager, and it probably saying sit deep. No, and I'll stay back and then soak up the pressure in it. That's our mentality, the way it's been this season. I'll give him a 6.
You do 6.5 then, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, there's deluded Steve. Big up, Steve. Nah, I'm Slap Fix It, bro. Big up. Welcome back. I'm Slap Fix It, bro.
Big up, man, big up.
He's a troll, isn't he? Big up deluded Steve, man. Look what he just said on there. Nah, man, I'm Slap Fix It, bro.
I think he lost it.
I'm Slap. Who just deluded Steve? Support Liverpool.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I thought he was an Everton fan. I thought, sure you support Everton, deluded Steve. Anyway, I'm Slap Fix It, bro. So let's move on to the next one. That is we've done Virgil. What right now? The right back? Done Connor.
Yeah, we done Connor.
What you saying about
Did we do Connor?
No, yeah. Didn't we do Connor Bradley?
No, we didn't.
Okay, then just do Connor Bradley then.
We done Connor Bradley, but we didn't put him on there. I gave him 7.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, 7 for Bradley.
No, we've done him there. Put the other one on. See, I told you we've done him. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Put it on there. Go on.
Who ran now?
Frimpong.
Not Frimpong. Frimpong never started. It was
Oh, yeah, but we could do him now if you want to. You want to do Frimpong? I would do the subs at the end. Go ahead.
no, do Gravenberch.
Midfield.
I thought Gravenberch lost the ball a lot in midfield. I thought he did every time he drive forward.
Nah, Everton fan. Go ahead.
It weren't happening. It weren't happening. Yeah, just not good enough point from Gravenberch as a whole. Losing the ball a lot, not protecting it enough. I'm going to give 4 for Grav. I thought he had an absolutely poor performance.
Nah, you never done Kirkers, man. What
Yeah,
you
but
giving?
I'll keep Gravenberch 4 and then we can go.
Kirkers. Okay, 4. Yeah, I agree. 4. What's happened this season, man?
Yeah.
Kirkers.
Kirkers, I thought sometimes he was very, very active on that left hand side, always making runs. Some wasted
He was
crosses.
all right.
Some wasted crosses, but I thought
Yeah.
that's how Kirkers is, isn't it? I'll say 5 for Kirkers. I thought it was all right. Put some decent crosses in.
Yeah.
No, especially he deserved an assist, but that gap per goal was offside. So, but he was active though. I've got to admit. You know what? I'll say
Come on.
6.
Yeah.
I'll say 6.
Yeah. Totally agree. Totally agree.
Yeah.
We've done that analysis at the beginning of the video, bro. Nobody was closing him down. It was unbelievable. Nobody was closing him down. We've done the analysis at the beginning of the video where we had it not frame by frame, but a couple of frames where he had that ball. It was like a training session. I get it. It was like a training session, and he was there with no pressure. What we should have done, someone should have run. I think if Curtis Jones would have been on a football pitch, I think Curtis Jones would have closed him down or tried to attempt or try and be a deterrent. There was no deterrent. So he had the ball and he was there. Oh, yeah, I'm just going to hit it. Boom. It was disgraceful. 100%. It was unbelievable. Disgrace. So what did you give him total?
Gave him 6.
Kirkes, I agree. Kirkes. Yeah, it was good. It was all right. Yeah, big up, man, big up. Welcome back in the way, bro. Where you been deluded, Steve, man? Like the video as well, bro. Like the video and share. Deluded Steve, are you in our WhatsApp group? If you just let me know if you're in the WhatsApp group. If you're not, yeah, I'll ping you in. I'll give you the link. I'll ping you in.
Yeah, so it's the contact on Twitter though.
Yeah, are you on X? Are you on X? If you're on X, yeah, I'll ping you. So the next one, we've done Gravenberch, yeah, he was crap. Yeah. McAllister, another slow turtle.
Playing that 10 role, he didn't fulfill it, did he?
Nah, rubbish.
His overall performance have been crap. This performance has not been his best. You know how good Mackie used to be now. I don't know what's going on with him. Losing the ball out of midfield. No courage to show through the ball. He barely got involved in the game, didn't he? I'll say 3.
It was crap.
For Macca, yeah.
Yeah. He did hit the bar, but a lot of players have hit the bar. You get me? Hit the bar, never really done much after that. He didn't really contribute anything. And then that's been his style all season. I hope we can get the old Mac back, you know? The old Mac back, the old Mac 10. But it's not looking good at the moment. So I'm gonna what did you give him, 3?
Yeah.
I agree. I would have probably given him lower, but yeah. I know what you're saying. I'll give him 3. Poor. That's something about Florian Wirtz, for me, played brilliant today. He did get bodied on a few occasions. Scored the goal. He did. Look, I gotta be. His passes. Some of his passes were dodgy. But I thought he had to do what he had to do, innit? So but he got the goal. But I would have kept him on. Slotron or something. I'm gonna give him 7. I think he deserves a 7.
I'll say first I've had an okay performance. I thought he sometimes wasted some passes a little bit.
Yeah.
But again, a good goal, good movement from him, and I thought he had a much better second half. Yeah, I'll go with 7 if you want. Yeah.
Florian Wirtz is a 7.
Again, as soon as we took him off, we had no link up there.
Nah, he shouldn't have took off Wirtz. What he should have done is put Wirtz, right, leave Wirtz where he was, right? Put Wirtz into the middle, right? Put Gatbo on the left, yeah, and then bring on what's his name? You know when he brought on Frimpong should have went on to the right, which he didn't. Yeah.
Mm.
And then what should have done then? It should have kept Verts on there. And if you're gonna take off a midfielder, take off Gravenberch or McAllister.
Yeah.
He's not gonna take off Gravenberch because Gravenberch is his second son. And he's not gonna take off McAllister because he's got this thing in his head that he thinks if he keeps playing him, he's gonna play him into form. And he's not in form. He's not working. It's not working. So what you do, you take off Gravenberch, or you take off Mac 10 or Gravenberch, and then you bring on, but you don't take, you get me? You don't take off. So basically, because Szoboszlai was playing right wing, you put Szoboszlai back into the midfield, you take off Gravenberch or McAllister, and then Szoboszlai was slot back in there, and then you bring on Frimpong on the right wing. You leave Verts where he is. The best midfield for me is Curtis Jones, Szoboszlai, and Verts. Them three. Have them three in midfield and see what happens. That's what he should have done today, but he never. It was a silly mistake, silly subs. And I'm just shocked that when he brought on Frimpong. I'm shocked that Frimpong didn't start, by the way. And because Frimpong and Verts can link up. Because they've done it in Bayer Leverkusen. They're best friends. They know where each other's run. So I don't understand why you're taking off one of probably our best links. If you just allow it to happen organically, properly, he's taking off one link and bringing on another link. You get me? I just don't understand what he's doing because if you was managing this team, you know that Frimpong and Verts know each other, innit?
Yeah.
In the German league, Frimpong used to run up past the ball to Verts used to get his goals. That's how it was. So what you've took off Verts and brought on Frimpong. You know what I mean? I just don't get it.
Yeah. Right.
You take off McAllister or Gravenberch. You take Szoboszlai from the right wing, put him straight into the middle, yeah, and then you put on Frimpong then, but you keep Verts on. It is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, you play them together, don't you? Chemistry there. Chemistry matters in the team, and teamwork matters. And it seems like we're not even playing as a team.
Nah, totally playing like a Sunday League team, man.
Yeah, we're not playing as a team. It's individuals. It's just some individuals are bad, and some of them need to get benched because the team chemistry is not there.
There's no team chem, man. So let's go. We're on Dominic Szoboszlai now.
Again, not his best performance.
It wasn't, was it?
No, not there, is it? Some poor crosses, some good crosses. Again, up and down performance, not a steady line. It's just up, down, not a steady line. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with 5 for Sabo. Weren't his best at all. Can you see he's tried his best?
5, yeah, 5, yeah. I'm gonna agree. I'm just gonna put it over. I'm gonna put him over number 5. There we go. Wasn't his best game. One of Liverpool. Look, he's been our best player this season with his direct running trickery, but more in this one. Wasn't really doing it today, so I'll give him a 5. I agree. Let's move on to Cody Gakpo. He got the goal. Missed a good header that he could have got 2. What are you saying?
Gakpo. You know about Gakpo in it, so
yeah, Gakpo.
I thought it was a good finish.
What you think? He's a good finish, but he could have scored more.
Good finish. I thought if we would have timed his run a little bit better, would have got more. I think maybe he probably will be our starting centre forward for quite a while now.
No, we need to bring someone in now.
He's not going to bring some.
We need to bring someone in because there's no Ekitike. You can't just rely on Gakpo. We're going to be weak on that left wing, man.
Yeah.
We need a winger. Or if we're bringing a winger, and he starts on the left and they have Gakpo as a 9, they could do that. That's probably Liverpool's way, actually. Save a bit of pennies until the summer. But if Liverpool want to finish in the top 4, they need to be bringing these players in. Because if we don't finish in the top 4, there's going to be a problem, innit? Back to Thursday night football.
Yeah.
What's the music, bro? What's the theme for that, man?
Yeah.
Thursday night football. Play some dodgy countries, man. Can't be doing that, bro. Nah, we ain't gonna do that.
And Wi-Fi passwords.
Gatball, what you giving Gatball? 7, 6, 7?
I'll say 7.
I'll give 6.5. Thingy 6.
Yeah.
In the middle to be Virgil. The Dutch connection. Curtis Jones.
Not his best. I'll say 5 for Jones.
Fair enough. 5 for Jones. 5 for Jones. Jeremy Frimpong. These are the subs now. Frimpong for me, got 7 out of 10. Brilliant. Yeah. Come on, done his thing like he always does. Federico Chiesa. Subbed on for Jones.
Didn't really do nothing, did he? So 5.
Chiesa. 5. Gomez. Didn't really come on for long, did he? Gomez probably thought he went in. Gomez looked like he was sleeping on the bench, man. When I brought Gomez on, Gomez looked like he just woke up. He did good look. Go watch the game again, when I brought on Joey G. Yeah. He looked like he just crawled out of bed, bro. He looked like he crawled out of bed. I can't really mark him when I'm
filming. He was on there for 1 minute.
Let's give big head slap. Be giving him
4.
All right. Big head slot again. There you go. So there you go. That's our thingy. That's what we give our player rating. There you go. You can see there. You can watch it on the replay. So no one above 7.5, and it's all there. So there you go, man. There you go. That's the end of the player ratings. So that's it, man. Toto, what you saying? What you saying?
We'll just got to buckle up and wait for the next stuff, really. I've got nothing else to say, really, for Liverpool. That's big goal. And yeah, nothing else, really. Nothing else. Solo, you muted.
That's the end of the final whistle. See you later, guys, on TikTok. Big remember to like. I'm going to start the TikTok now. Big up, guys. Remember to like it. And also, we're done for today on there. And big up everyone, man. Big up everybody. Thanks for joining us today on this Sunday evening. I know it's one of them. It is what it is. That's it, man. What can we say, man? We're done, innit? We're done out, man. I don't know what can we do, bro. All you can do is laugh and laugh and laugh. That's all you can do. It's either that or you punch the wall. Yeah. No, man, that's all you can do is punch the goddamn wall. What can we say? Toto, anything you want to say before we head off, bro?
No, nothing else, really, no. Yeah, Liverpool needs to fix up, and that's it, really.
It's a shame. It is a shame. You know what I mean? Oh, no. I'm just checking anything before we go. Yeah. Hold on. Carry on talking. I'm just looking at time.
Yeah. So our next game is going to be Arsenal away. Yeah, we're not going to get through that one. And then we've got Barnsley at home, which hopefully we'll get a win out of that one. And if we do lose, then we can just call it quits and call the season off. But I'm sure we can win against Barnsley. But again, football's a very, 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 very unpredictable sport. Again, Barnsley will be all over that. It's the first time in ages going to Anfield. They'll be up for it, definitely. But again, we've got to focus on the Arsenal game, which is the next game. But yeah, I'm not sure how we're going to get through Arsenal. Can't get through Leeds at home. Can't get through Fulham. God knows what's going to happen when we get to Arsenal. Because I'm not sure if we're going to get through that game.
We've got Arsenal Thursday.
Yeah.
We've got Arsenal Thursday. We're going to be doing some Formula 1 on Tuesday. Well, Tuesday, we're back on Tuesday. We're going to do some Formula One, or if not Tuesday, probably tomorrow. Oh, probably Tuesday. That depends. I'll let you guys know. I want to do something on Formula One tomorrow, just to do a quick video. There's no football tomorrow. We're going to do a Formula One video. We're going to be talking about some the news that's been going on with the new concepts. About good news coming out of Ferrari, good news coming out of Mercedes as well. Very good news. Yeah, I've got loads of notes on it. I've been gathering it over time. I want to do a video tomorrow. It'll be a flaming tarmac. So we'll do that tomorrow. It could be around about 6, 7 o'clock. But that's what we got tomorrow. No football. Unless Liverpool signs someone. So I'm looking on X. There's nothing available. Nope. So big up to the podcasts as well, the audio podcasts as well. They got people online taking them at Liverpool. People taking the big at Liverpool, saying there's a grave with Liverpool logo on there. It is what it is, man. It's a banter. It's part of the football show. Chelsea's new manager looks like he just come from college. We saw Chelsea's new manager.
No.
Look at Chelsea's new manager. Looks like they just dragged him out of college. There he is. There you go. It's Chelsea's new manager.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So let's go. We're going to head off, guys. See you later, guys. Big up to everyone. Thanks for your support. Hit that like button. Smash the likes. And also listen to the podcast, Keep It Sports. We have 12,733 subscribers. Thank you very much. The road to 15,000 subscribers. Big up, Toto. See you tomorrow, bro. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Try and not hit a wall as well. Big up.
Big up.